Back here with GMvash. Hello, GMvash.
Hi, hi.
So we have a few questions prepared for you that I've gotten mostly from people that actually replied to our Facebook post or replied to me in game, and we're just gonna go over a few of
Mm-hmm.
those and see what your thoughts are or your answers are.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
so the first one is the M4085. A lot of people have been talking about that on the forum. I'm sure you've seen. Are there any foreseeable changes to that gun? Is there anything Eric can do in terms of balancing that?
Well, directly, of course, we cannot do anything since we don't develop the game. But yeah, we're sending out feedback from our community to the developers like very regularly. So I guess next week, since usually like for 1 week after the deployment of a patch, we just gather all the feedback. We just send it to them like probably Wednesday. Then we'll just see what they say. Yeah. Um, Not sure how they will react, since I think the M40A5 is on the other version since quite some time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not sure if they nerfed it there. So we'll just have to see, wait for their feedback, since it's always going through NeoWiz and then it's going to Red Duck and then they talk about it and then they just give us feedback and then yeah, it's just basically the circle.
Yeah, I understand. What about with the kick system? Does that also have to do with Reddit, or is that something more of how you guys do it? I'm not sure how the kicking system works in the other versions.
Actually, they wanted to completely remove it in the first place, since they thought it was more like mainly used to harass people and just to troll people, whatever. So we're actually trying to keep it in the game,
Uh,
and yeah, we'll just see how it ends up. So like for now, we settled with them on the solution we have right now, but of course there's a lot that needs to be improved there just to keep it like, I don't know, better for our communities, since of course our communities differ a lot from Asian communities,
of
where
course.
Java is mostly played.
I don't think it's too much of a problem anymore. I think before, when there wasn't as much of a good anti-cheat, and there was actually hackers a lot, and that's when they made that change. That was like a really bad time to make the change, since no one could cook the hackers.
Yeah, it was actually the worst time, but yeah.
All right, continue on. People wanted to know when Black Scent will be returned to normal, and if they'll get like supply returned to normal as well. Um, Obviously, I'm not sure if you. Well, I'm actually not sure if you actually heard about whether the light changes, like the lighting on Black Saint. People hate it, which is why we don't play it in the competitive scene anymore. It's been removed.
Yeah, that's actually a good question. We already sent some feedback to them about it, since the light changes. I mean, it's just embarrassing that we have to completely cut out the map for competition and actually even public play just because of that. So yeah, they got the feedback. We will get the patch logs for the March patch quite soon, and then we'll just see how it goes. If they can do it then already, or maybe later, but we're definitely on that.
All right, that's good to hear. Something I just remembered is I know Quelly and them. You can kind of talk about this yourself if you want, about hot demo being able to be played in PvP channel 2, so that it could be an option for competitive tournaments.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you allow hot random for competitive play, you need the pause function, which is, I mean, I don't know how you're going to implement that into the game. It's going to be tricky.
It's actually quite hard. You can just have the pause function like with a referee account. We actually had that for the IESF qualifiers last year, but the problem is that we needed an extra patch for it. So I guess like in the end, it's very tricky to implement that for the normal PvP channels, but maybe like an event channel or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so I have a couple questions as well, and one of mine would be, is Area going to bring back the previous weapons, like the Noel series, like Noel FR and SOCOM Tempest, and any other items previously in the shop?
You mean in the web shop or in the in-game shop?
In the in-game shop.
Well, for the in-game shop, we don't have much power over that since we get the patches and then it's basically changed from the devs. But we already sent them an inquiry about the novel weapons since they're like really highly anticipated from the players. We'll have to see how they fit in the item cycle they built in to keep the balance between all the weapons that are in the game. So, waiting for feedback on that as well.
Alright, I see. And when is the next tiered spender going to come out for all those AP spending people?
Actually, we don't know. It's like, we just decide that basically on when the time is right. So when we see, okay, there's a high demand and like the balance in the game on those weapons that we want to put in a tiered spender is very really balanced, so we don't overflood the market or anything, then we usually start a tiered spender. So it's not really scheduled for now, but we'll see. Like our production member who's responsible for that will be coming from Japan like tomorrow, and then probably we can tell more, but not at this point.
Who is coming from Japan tomorrow?
Tony.
Tony,
Yeah, our knight in the shining armor.
In more than one way.
Hell yes.
Alright, well, those are all the questions I have prepared for you. Don't really see too many questions in the chat. What if they were asking about this yesterday. For the free item, is it possible for them to get a perm character, or is that not really an option? Like a perm, like priest, for example?
I'm not even sure if that's possible from our side. So yeah, I would have to wait for the guy who's coming from Japan tomorrow to confirm that.
Alright. Well, I hope you stick around, maybe watch some of the games. Let's see what you think of the classical format. How did you like the game that you just watched?
Well, I actually liked it. I mean, it was very close, quite nice frags so far. Quite a shame that we don't have the first-person spectator yet, but yeah, that's still to come at some point soon, hopefully. So yeah, I would definitely stick around to watch some of the games.
Alright, man. Thank you very much for coming out and speaking to us. I know you're busy doing all this.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Oh, they're fun, they're fun.
Alright, well, I'll see you later. Now we're going to continue with the tournament.
Alright, thanks guys. Bye-bye.
See you, Vash.
Bye.